Thank you, Lisa, but that's not even a close offer.
Got it. Well, John.
And I can get him to that 250.
And I can get him to that 250.
Are we ready to go now?
Are we ready to go right now?
That's a juicy deal.
Said it's juicy. It's a juicy deal. Potential six-figure assignment, but we need mama to sign, but they like the price. Yeah, I gotta coordinate with the son-in-law. He's like 71, mama's like 95, but the land is in mama's name. Like, they want to go over it, even though they agree on price, they still want to go over it with her out of like respect for mama. So I was like, we agree on price, but she needs to sign. The mother obviously signed, but price is good, which is the hardest part. And originally it popped up in the CRM as we were talking about his house, we're going back and forth. And then I could just tell that he was asking like a lot for his house, and he just like emotionally wasn't ready to sell. And he goes, well, I do have this plot of land down by the water. There's like a single wide on it. And I was like, well, what do you think where do you think we have more of a chance of getting a deal done today? And he's like, yeah, the land by the water. I think he was like too scared to sell his current home that he lives in. But I was like, all right, let's just get over to that one. So we just kind of pivoted like 20 minutes into the call, and we just started talking about this like beautiful plot of land right on the water.
Hey, John. Hello. So congratulations. The property was approved for an offer. This is actually the first one that they have approved for me in the past 4 or 5 days. So I'm very, very excited. So let me just explain what they have approved. So the offer was approved to purchase the property as is. They approved a 45-day close. No commissions are taken out, and all of the closing costs are covered by us, like I mentioned. So this offer is going to be a net number to you at closing. So you don't have to deal with a buyer. You don't have to deal with a realtor. We are going to be your buyer. So they actually just put your funds in a virtual withdrawal account, and I'm one of 5 acquisition managers over here at Prime Partner Home Buyer. So every time an offer is made, we move your funds to a separate account and we place them on hold for you over there so that no one else can access your money for another offer. So actually grab that pen and paper from earlier. I'm just going to have you write down this reference number. It's going to be for your fund. So you let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just a 5-digit number, and it's going to be 72.
72.
Yeah, there you are. Awesome, John. Perfect. So make sure you save that. Keep that close to you, along with my contact info. So the offer actually came in higher than I anticipated. The approved offer for your property in its current condition is going to be $110,000.
Thank you, Lisa, but that's not even a close offer.
Got it. Well, John, okay.
It was paid much more than that when it was purchased. So.
Got it. Okay. Well, John, the hardest part is over with. The property was approved for an offer. So, talk to me. If that number is just not cutting it, what number would cut it?
You're going to have to get up. You're going to have to double it plus.
Double it plus. Got it. And how much did you say that, how much did your late father-in-law pay for this land?
Paid about $200 for it.
You paid about $200 for it? Okay. All right. No, I'm following you. Okay. So you said double that number.
Well, you'd have to double it plus a little. I'd say 250.
Okay. All right. 250 is where you're at?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
they were looking at this as flipping the mobile home.
We're looking at this land over here. My underwriters, they're looking at it as flipping this mobile home
just
over there.
Just a quick flip.
Just a quick flip.
Let me bring it to them as a land deal.
Let me just bring it to them as a land deal.
Where we would scrape it and build a house.
Scrape it, and then we would obviously consider it to be vacant land. So I'm going to run back there, and I'm going to let them know really where you're at, obviously, because I know 110 isn't working for you. So
give me some ammo.
Just give me some ammo about this actual plot of land over here. Like, is there anything that any awesome feature to it that really I could just go back there and throw in the underwriter's face?
Any comps that you know
Any comps that you do know of?
Well, come on. It's 300 feet of waterfront. For $110,000, no, I wouldn't rent it for $110,000.
If I can pitch them on the land.
Got it. If I can pitch them, those underwriters back there, on the land.
The value of the land.
And
value of the land.
The value, most specifically the value of the land.
And I can get them to that 250.
And I can get them to that 250.
Are we ready to go now?
Are we ready to go right now?
we would like to sit down with Trina's mama and discuss it, make sure she's on board, which I'm sure she is, but we still need to discuss it with her, because she's
Last
the one
time you
going to
talked with
sign
her,
the papers. So we'd
how was
have
she
to
feeling?
we'd have to let her in on it.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
But like I said, I don't think that would be a problem.
got it. Got it. So
Said-
the last time you did talk to her, to Mama, what did that conversation look like?
Do what you want to with it. It's yours.
What do you truly think about this deal?
Dude, I didn't know it was on the river when I first started looking at it, and it was all these mobile homes that were selling for like fixed up in the 200s. So my original offer was going to be like low 100s or even below that. I thought the sellout was low 100s, and then I looked again and saw that ours was on the river. And then I started looking at houses and lots on this river, and they're all selling for 250 to 500 for a lot, and houses are going for up to $1 million. So then I'm lucky I caught that, which is why your closer should say, hey, this thing's on waterfront. But I'm looking right now, like there was 1.7 acres that sold for 360 grand.
So this might be a deal?
This might be a banger. He has 300 feet of waterfront. This has 300 feet of waterfront. There's a dock on this one. Ours doesn't have a dock, but this sold, it took 5 months to sell, but it sold for 360. It was originally listed at 400. And this is 1.7 acres. Ours is over 2 acres. I think this is a deal.
So what tips do you have for Felicia?
First of all, when you see a house on a river, just mention it's on a river. It's a mobile home. It's a 1984 mobile home. So immediately just look at this as like a land deal probably versus a mobile home flip. I would have just started looking at land immediately because the mobile home ain't worth shit. What do you say?
He said we're gonna have to talk to Mama,
What'd Mama say?
and then he's like, last time I talked to her, she said, do what you want with it, I don't care. And then I was like, okay, so she obviously trusts you to make this decision. He goes, I know she does, but out of respect, I need to talk to her and let her know. Long story short, there's no way he can sign.
Not for her, unless he's got a power of attorney. No. But it's just this one.
Yeah.
It's 2 acres, not 3 acres.
He said it was 3.
It's not. And this 1.7 acres has a nice dock, sold for 360. He's in a weird spot where the dock he does have is fucked up. If it's even there.
They would have to go on the dock.
They'd have to build it over here, where it's deeper, because this is all weird and shallow. I mean, they sell up to $1 million. This is a mobile home on the river for $295. Somebody would wipe this mobile home and just build a house. This sold for $725 grand. That's a new build for $750.
Home value, or is that not something to consider?
It's more than that, because I would say 20, close to it. Yeah, I mean, you can build a $1.5 million house on it. What'd he say when you said, what's Mama gonna think about it? They've talked about it before.
Yeah, she wants this on. She said, she was like, I don't care, you guys do what you want with it. Like, you sell it, you take care of it. And then I was like, okay, so it sounds like she trusts you to make this decision. But she's still gonna have to sign for it. And he's like, but, what did he say? He was like, but just out of respect, we're gonna sit down and talk to her about it before we do anything.
Well, let's fucking still try and send them the contract. I would say so they've been looking at it with, as a land deal where they're gonna take the mobile home off and build a home. There's a lot of soil tests and dealing with the county and pulling permits and getting surveys that has to be done. So they came all the way up to $227,000, but they're gonna ask for a 90-day close instead of 45.
Yeah, 227. Yeah, I got that.
If we can get this for $227 to $250, I think it's a fucking $80,000-$90,000 deal all day. The guy wants $250. It's not even his house, it's his mother-in-law's, so we'll see.
Hey, John. Hey, so good news. So I went back there and I pitched this as a land deal, which means they're going to be wiping the mobile home and it's going to be considered a tear down. And we're pitching this as land over here. So my underwriters, we're going to have to get a team of guys out there, boots on the ground, to get perk tests, surveys, and make sure that everything passes and everything is qualified. So they were able to come, considering this is going to be a land deal, they were were able to come all the way up, and this is going to be with a 90-day close, considering the permits that are going to have to get passed. They came all the way up to $227,000.
I need to think about that overnight.
Okay, I mean, talk to me. I know you want to sell. I mean, you said it earlier. You wanted to get rid of this thing, so we're
Well,
ready.
I don't want to give it away. Yeah, I do want to get rid of it, but like I said, I don't want to give it away. So let me stew on it, and I'll give you a call in the morning.
I mean, 227, John. I'll be so honest with you. That is not giving away your land. That is a very, very good offer for that plot of land down there. The plot of land that you don't use, that is just sitting there. I mean, that is a darn good offer, and I've never seen them jump that high before.
All right, let me think about it. I'll call you first thing in the morning.
Well, I mean, John, let me ask you this, John.
I'm not going to change my mind on the phone. I need to think about it.
No, I gotcha. Like, just so I'm prepared for our call tomorrow. Let me ask you this. I mean, I have two questions when someone says they want to think about it. I mean, it's either you hate me, and I don't think you do, because we've had a great convo for about an hour and a half now, or you hate the offer. So, which one is it?
I'm not real pleased with the offer.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk.
So
we're going to talk to Mama. So.
All right. No, I mean, well, what do you think? I gotcha. What do you think Mama's going to say about the offer?
Well, I don't know. We ain't told her yet.
Well, she might.
She won't think it's enough.
She won't think it's enough. Okay. Well, because you guys have, Mama.
Well, see,
so much.
Daddy, before he died, he kept saying it was worth $350,000, and that's what she's got on her mind. And so we're going to have to discuss it with her and try to convince her that might be a high number for her to even be thinking about.
Got it. Yeah, because, well, let me tell you this. The data that they did send over, there are, about 900,000 to $1 million houses being built in this area, right along this river over here, which, I'm sure you know that. You guys live 3 miles away from this river. So you know the very nice houses that are being built over there. Now, the thing is, if someone's going to put, a beautiful, gorgeous $800,000 house on this specific plot of land over here, they're not going to be paying half. They're not going to pay half the amount on their land as compared to the home value. Does that make sense?
I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah. So 227, I think, is a really good offer, John.
Glad you think it, because I'm not satisfied with it right now. So just give me till tomorrow, and I'll call you back tomorrow with a definite answer.
Would 250 get it done right now?
That's the best I can do.
Would 250 get it done now or not?
Well, let me ask you this. Would 250 get it done right now for you? We can go over the purchase agreement together.
250 would really get my interest up, but I still have to talk to Mama.
250 would get my interest up. I still have to talk to
Not going to do anything to surprise.
If I can go back and get them to send an offer at 250, can we at least go over it? And then when you talk to Mama tomorrow, you're going to know what's in the offer.
You're going to know what?
You're going to know what's in the offer. If I can get them up to 250, let me send it over. Let me go back there, see if I can get them up to 250. If I can, let's review it so you know exactly what's in there so you can explain it to Mama tomorrow.
Right to do with
all right, well,
pleases, but talk to her mom.
Let's do this. So if I can run back there and I can get them up to 250, let's do this. If I can get them up to 250, let's just go through the offer together. I'm going to send it over to you via DocuSign, okay? If I can get them up to 250, I'm very good at what I do over here. So if I can get them up to 250 today, and I'll send over the DocuSign to your email. You and I will go through it real quickly. It takes 2 minutes, and then just so you have an offer to present to Mama tomorrow. All right, so I'm just gonna. How does that sound, John?
Let's just leave it like it is. Let me call you tomorrow with our decision.
I mean, hey, John, I know what's going to happen if you go back to Mama and you tell her 227. You're not having it, and neither is she. So I don't want to waste either of our time, hon. So let's do this. I know 250 is your number. So I'm going to run back there, and if I can get you up to 250, let's just go through the agreement together. You don't have to sign anything. I just want you to see it. I'll walk you through it. Let's do that.
All right.
All right.
Go
Give
ahead.
me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Yeah. I think we'll sell it. If we can get it for 250, I mean, that is probably a six-figure deal. A six-figure deal. The cheapest thing that sold over there was $360 on 1.7 acres. Ours is 2 acres. Let them sit. Let them sit for a minute. Hey, I got them up to 250. So get the agreement ready right now so you can send it over when you get back on the phone.
Because one of the members is deceased, what does the purchase agreement look like if one of them is deceased? Husband and wife on the deed. One is deceased, one is alive.
Yeah, you would just put both their names on there and you would put deceased in parentheses. I'll do it.
All right, John. You still with me?
Yes.
All right. You're going to absolutely love me, John. All right. I was fighting tooth and nail with them back there. I got you up to 250. I knew I can do it. I'm very good at what I do over here. So the next step is, like I mentioned, the underwriters are going to prepare an agreement for you. And it's going to be sent via email through DocuSign. It's very easy to understand. It outlines all the steps that we would take to close on time and for the full price that we just mentioned right now, 250. So I'm just going to verify that we have your email spelled correctly, okay, hon? So I do have over here Johnny.com.
That is it.
There we are. Look at that, hon. Okay, cool. Got that in here. And then your mailing address. That's going to be obviously the house that we were discussing before. 2, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay, perfect. That's just going to be for the title company. They're going to need that. Okay, so pull up your email for me real quick, Johnny.
Okay.
All right, you got your email pulled up? Okay, let me make sure those underwriters, let me make sure those knuckleheads are doing what they need to do. Give me 1 second.
What's
Email pulled up.
this guy's fucking name? No, I'm talking to...
John. Oh, wait.
His name is Johnny. So this is what I'm going to do. So Francis is his mother-in-law and Harold's dead.
Yeah, Dad's dead. Harold's dead.
Okay. So tell him the way we're going to do this is we're actually going to send it to him first so he can read it over. When he's done and hits finish, it'll send him another email with Francis's name and signature spots everywhere. But this is his email, so he can bring it to her and, go over it with her and she can sign on his email. But I would just tell him, don't get too far in. I'd say, underwriters are just sending it to you. They're going to send you a copy. That copy is going to have the address, price, stuff like that. But your mom's name isn't going to be put in there yet until it gets sent to her.
Okay, so he has to sign his copy first in order for it to get sent?
No, he gets a copy. He doesn't have to sign anything. He would just hit finish and then it would send that. But don't even tell him that.
Okay.
I'm just saying, tell him we're sending you a copy with the address and the price. It wouldn't have your mom's name on it until it sends it to her. That's all you would say.
Okay.
And then when he's done reviewing it, and tell him to hit finish, and then say, when you hit finish, it just sent you another copy with your mom's name on it. So when you review it with her tomorrow, you can click and sign if you want to call me. But it's going to take a second for me to send it.
Hey, John.
Yes.
Hey, do you have your email pulled up?
I do.
Got it. Okay. So they just sent it over right now. Let me know when you receive it. Any luck over there, John?
Not yet.
Gosh darn it, technology. We can never win sometimes. Let me talk some sense into those guys real quickly. Give me 1 second, okay? Pardon the delay. I'm just going to run back there again. Hey, John. Okay, I think they got it this time.
Sure.
Yeah, let me know. Oh, thank God. All right. Sorry about that.
I'm partner fired.
Yeah, that's going to be us. And then, you could just open that up real quickly. And what you're going to see. You're going to see complete with DocuSign. And then you're going to click on review document. It's going to give you like a security check option. You'll just hit continue. And then it'll say, please read the electronic record and signature disclosure. And you would click the checkbox to agree. And you would hit continue. And then it's going to give you the option for your signature. So you would just hit adopt and initial. Don't worry, you're not signing anything if you do that. And you let me know when you're looking at contract to purchase, and we'll go through it line by line together.
I hadn't seen contract to purchase. Okay. Purchase
Perfect.
contract.
Yeah, there you are. With Prime Partner Home Buyers, our logo's at the top. So the first paragraph simply states that obviously your late father-in-law is the seller. We did put deceased in there. That's always very necessary. If someone has passed away, we always put that. And then we, Prime Partner Home Buyers, are the buyer in this transaction. And then underneath is obviously going to be the property address. And underneath that is simply stating that we are going to purchase the land as is condition, meaning the way that it sits right now is exactly how we're buying it. And the purchase price is $250,000, which is what we agreed to. And then you'll see numbers 1 through 19 below that, and I'll explain each line. And if you did have any questions, just stop me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so number 1, closing costs. We cover all of the closing costs, like I mentioned. Number 2, encumbrances, meaning any liens, mortgages, or unpaid utility bills up until the day of closing are the seller's responsibility. And then number 3, taxes. Seller is responsible for property taxes up until the day of closing. And if you prepaid, they will be prorated and refunded back to you at closing. So number 4, close of escrow states we will close as soon as practical, but no later than 90 business days. And then number 5, earnest money. This states the earnest money will be held in escrow with the title company. And at the bottom of the page, that's where you would see a spot for an initial. Obviously, your mother-in-law, she would be able to sign for her late husband. That's very much so okay. And then you would just keep obviously scrolling to 6, inspection. You'll see it for, I believe we have 90 days for you over here. And this will basically allow us to do 2 things. Come out to the land, get pictures, and get our contractors and financial partners out to walk your property. Number 7, buyers continued access to property. All that means is you will allow us to access, take pictures, and walk the property. And then number 8, occupancy of premise, what the occupancy is currently and after closing. Number 9, title documents. Very simple. You get copies of everything, and I get copies of everything from start to finish on the sale of your property, just for your comfort, for sure. And then number 10, title delays and extensions. This states if there's any holdup or complications with the title work, we want to give you extra time so the title company can clear it and we can still close on the property. But I don't see that being an issue with your property by any means. And then number 11, title insurance. If the title is not insurable, we can get our EMD back. Pretty straightforward. And at the bottom of the page, that's obviously where you would see a spot for an initial for your lovely mother-in-law. She would just click on that. Very simple. And then number 12, seller representation and warranties. There's 5 parts to this: A, B, C, D, and E. A basically means you are the seller and you could sell it to us. B, we want to close the property in the same condition as it was. C just simply states that anything you leave in the property becomes our property the day we close. So if you leave something behind and we close escrow, you can't come back, asking for it 30 days later. D, you are authorized to sell the property without anyone's permission. That's obviously for your mother-in-law. And then E, all sales are final at close of escrow. So you agree to sell us the property with this agreement, and we agree to buy the property with this agreement. And then number 13, buyer disclosure, that we are not acting as the real estate agent and we are the buyer. Number 14, notice to cure. This protects both the seller and the buyer. If either party breaches this agreement, the other can serve a written notice of said breach. Number 15, default by parties. These go hand in hand with one another. Default of seller or default of buyer. What that says is when we both put our John Hancocks on here, we both have to do our part to get to the closing table as soon as possible. And then number 16, pre-marketing agreement. Once we get photos, we'll show our financial partners and potential tenants or end buyers the property before we do close with you. And then number 17, affidavit of equitable interest. We file a notice with the county, letting them know that we are purchasing the property. And then 18 and 19, no oral changes and additional terms. These go hand in hand. 18 basically means there's no other agreement besides this one. And if we were agreeing on anything else, we would have to list it under 19, which is additional terms and conditions. And then at the bottom of the page, that's obviously you're going to see a spot for an initial. That's where you would be there with if your mother-in-law, and she would just go on and click away. And really the next page is just for our signatures. So she would just click one more time right there, and then I would do the same on my end over here. And the final page is our authorization for signing documents required by the title company. And then you would just click and sign right there. And it's very much so simple and straightforward. And the following steps after that is really our transaction coordinator's assistant is going to reach out to you, and she'll walk you through the next steps, and she'll be your main point of contact moving forward. And there's going to be a couple of times that we'll have to go over there and get access to the property before we do close. But I mean, I always like to tell my clients, always feel free to call and ask for me. But usually that's when I'll just direct them to our transaction coordinator, Kirsten, or her assistant, Lay. And that's really as simple as it is.
All right, sounds good.
Awesome.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds great. So are you is mom like driving distance from you, or how is how would you be able to? Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. And perfect. Okay, would you be going over there to walk her through the purchasing agreement, or what would that look like for you guys?
We'll show her all of this. She used to be and work for a law firm, so she knows all this.
I can make myself available whenever you go over there, so I can go over it with her if you'd like.
A real estate attorney for 35 years. So
good honor. Awesome. Okay, so she's got skin in the game. Okay, well, I can definitely make myself available tomorrow so that I can go over it with you guys line by line, and even if you had trouble like accessing the email, little fun fact. After we just read through the purchasing agreement, make sure you hit finish on that. Don't worry, you're not signing anything when you do that. This is just to ensure that immediately afterward, it's going to send you over another copy of this, and that's going to be the copy that your mother-in-law is going to be signing.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
And so, make sure you hit finish, because it's important that you receive this next document after you hit finish, because it's going to have your mother-in-law's name on it. Oh, hello?
Well, I didn't hit finish, and I closed it out. How do I get back to finish?
Got it. Okay, you didn't hit finish, but you closed it out.
That's fine. Tomorrow you can hit finish. Yeah. It's going to send the other copy with your mother-in-law's name on it and spots for signature.
Okay, that's fine. Tomorrow.
You can click finish. It's going to send you another copy with your mother-in-law's name on the seller line and all the boxes to sign if he wants to. I don't want to, does he see? So I would just explain it again. If you want to go back in that email and click finish, it's going to send you another email with your mother-in-law's name.
So you know what I'll do with you right now, step by step, one more time. If you just want to go back into that email and access the purchasing agreement, and then just scroll to the bottom and hit finish. Again, you're not signing anything here. And as long. Yeah.
That's your mother-in-law's name on it and the spots for signature. So when you talk to her tomorrow, that's when she would sign.
It says close at the bottom of it. Is it the same thing?
Yeah, that is correct. You're going to hit close.
Let me know if it sent you another email.
And let me know if it's sending you another email, because the second email after you hit close over there, the second email is going to be the one that you'll go over with Francis.
Says our session is timed out.
It says it timed out?
Yeah.
Okay, let me...
What are you trying to do?
Fucking old people with emails, like it's a goddamn spaceship or something.
All right, we might have to resend it just so that you can go through it.
Oh no, he's got it. He viewed it as Francis.
Okay, actually try this, John. try just going right back to your email, hun, and just reopen it over there.
Yeah, I just did that. Didn't do any good.
Doesn't do any good if you reopen it?
Don't worry about it. We'll just send you a new one. Just open it when you get with your mother-in-law tomorrow. Fuck, $100,000 deal. It's his mother-in-law's house. She's not with him. He's going over to her house tomorrow to go over the contract with her. Locked up for $250. The next cheapest land deal that sold was $360, and it was 1.7 acres. Ours is 2 acres. Literally, you could throw a football and hit it. They bought this for $74,000 in 1994. It's a single wide on a.
So who's this? She's talking.
The son-in-law.
And it's the mom's one.
It's the wife's mom's land. Her husband just died. They're trying to hear offers on it. He said through the whole call, I gotta go over this with her tomorrow. But we sent him the contract and went over it with him. He said it looked good and he's gonna go over there tomorrow. He was in the CRM as a lead for his house. We got him on the phone. He's like, no, I wanna sell this land for my mother-in-law.
Trina she don't work. She helps our daughter-in-law who owns a florist here in town, and she's real busy, so Trina goes and helps her. So as quick as she can get free from there is when we'll go to her mother's. So I'll give you a call tomorrow and let you know what kind of schedule is looking like.
Yeah, let's do that. I don't want you to get any times jumbled by any means. So let's do that. I'll look forward to a call. Around what time should I expect a call from you, hun?
About 10 o'clock.
About 10 o'clock. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds fabulous. Let's do it. I'm super excited.
Okay, me too.
All right, John. Well, I'm excited to really get the ball rolling with you guys. And obviously my transaction coordination team, they'll lay out the red carpet for you. And it's just going to be exciting. Awesome.
Sounds great.
All right, hon. We'll talk tomorrow at 10.
All right. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
That's a deal. That's a juicy deal.
Said it's juicy. It's a juicy deal. Potential 6-figure assignment. Yeah. But we need mama to sign, but they like the price. Yeah, I got to coordinate with the son-in-law. He's like 71, mama's like 95. But the land is in mama's name, and I just got to coordinate with him tomorrow, like when they're all going to be in one room together, because she's like really old, so she needs like him. We just went through the DocuSign together to let him know like this is the offer, this is what it looks like, nothing crazy. We'll go over it with mama tomorrow. Like they want to go over it, even though they agree on price, they still want to go over it with her out of like respect for mama. So I was like, we agree on price, but she needs to sign. The mother obviously signed, but the price is good, which is the hardest part. And originally it popped up in the CRM as we were talking about his house, we're going back and forth, and then I could just tell that he was asking like a lot for his house, and he just like emotionally wasn't ready to sell. And he goes, well, I do have this plot of land down by the water. There's like a single wide on it. And I was like, well, what do you think where do you think we have more of a chance of getting a deal done today? And he's like, yeah, the land by the water. I think he was like too scared to sell his current home that he lives in. But I was like, all right, let's just get over to that one. So we just kind of pivoted like 20 minutes into the call, and we just started talking about this like beautiful plot of land right on the water. Ooh, what could I have done better? Probably a lot. I suck at sending purchasing contracts. My brain just gets fucking jumbled up. Assuming the close. Like Tony always has to like, every time, like I've noticed when he word tracks me, he's assuming the close when he word tracks me, and I need to get better at that. We're gonna do it. And comping. Because if I know how high I can go, then I can negotiate. But there's times where like I run over to Tony because I'm like, can we give him 250? Like, and so my goal is to be not reliant, when I'm negotiating, like to be able to do it myself. So comping, to just know the numbers, and then just get better at sending purchasing contracts, and like, because like the husband who was on the deed is deceased, so like what the protocol is for that, like, all right, like how do I go about that, like technical stuff, and assuming the close, just like going for the close. Yeah, I learned that like it's okay to pivot, like just pivot. I literally was like, yeah, if you don't want to sell this house, what do you want to sell? She's like, I'd rather sell that land. I'm like, cool, let's go fucking do that then.
You said that she can improve on a few things. What do you have to say?
On that call?
Yeah.
Well, we can all improve on a few things, but I think she did pretty good. I think she, as a closer, it's, our responsibility to let whoever's running the numbers know every detail about the property, and she didn't let me know it was on the river. So that was the first mistake. I mean, I'm, helping 5 people in here, plus my phone's ringing off the hook. So be a little specific to get my attention. But, once I saw that, it was like, oh shit, like this could be a good deal. So I would say that. And I think like we want to be confident on the phone. And I always say fake it till you make it. But when you fake it till you make it, you still got to sound like you're doing a good job acting. And I think she struggles with that, where it's like, you want to fake it that you're confident, but it's not coming across as confidence. It's coming across as you're faking being confident. So we got to fix that too, because I think Felisa would be really, really good if she was like black and white, yes and no, and like answered questions like definitively and said things definitively, because like she builds this good rapport. She's sweet. People like her on the phone, but it's like until, it gets to crunch time, now we got to like turn it on and use all that momentum in the relationship of the sale to like, put your foot down and be the expert. And I think when she gets that down, she's going to be really good. So I would say that's the 2 biggest things, and just understanding how fucking DocuSign works and how shit gets sent out, and not confusing somebody a little older more and more by over explaining how fucking DocuSign works. Just click fucking finish. It's going to send you another one where your mother-in-law's name's going to be on it and she can sign it. Like, that's it. That's all you say. But that's it. Yeah, it's going to be a banger deal. We just got to get under contract.